So guys, we're back out. This feels so strange, so weird. It's been over 2 years since I've done any proper walking on the hills. I've had little days out on smaller hills just with family, but for 2 years there's just been no drive. There's been various reasons why I've not been on the hills, and it feels so good to be back out, especially on a day like this, and really just questioning where this 2 years went and why did I let everything else get in the way. But we'll talk more about it today. On the way up to the summit of this Munro, this is Ben Challum, which is located near Tyndrum. I've had to park a bit further away because the main lay-by was full of cars, so I've had to come back about 500 yards. But I'm walking along a part of the West Highland Way, fresh snow, no footsteps, so there must have been a dusting last night, and yeah, everything just feels so good. So let's push on, talk about the last 2 years, and get another Munro in the bag. I guess I'm a wee bit out of practice with the old camera placement. I just turned around there and the camera just decided to take a wee header right off the bridge, thankfully onto the bridge, not into the river. So I've just crossed that little bridge there as it crosses the river Fillin, I'm sure it is. Last time I came across here it was West Highland Way walk, and it was just like the sun was blitzing. It was absolutely brilliant. Today's conditions are completely different, but it's clear at the moment down here, and I can see the route known from the map where I'm going to go. So I'm following this round past the farm, and then we're going to head up, basically handrailing the north side of that forest, and then there's a deer fence up, so I can see the incline I've got above me. I can see the train line that I need to cross, so it's good that I've got that ahead of me, i.e. I can plan already and I can gear myself up. I can see 2 people in the distance. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Wow, I'm going to have to check what they are, but 2 large eagles just kind of glided across me there. Got white tips on their tail, like the whole tail is kind of band of white. Is that those sea eagles? I'll need to check, but can I whack it? So, I thought I'd come back here and do a wee bit to camera. There's actually a lot more people on this hill than I thought there was going to be. There's about 4 in front of me, at least 4 behind me. I've just passed the 350 metre mark. I stopped to do some drone flying there, get some footage. I've still got 675 metres to go in height, because this mountain sits at 1025 metres, give or take. And I thought I was pressing on brilliantly, but I've quickly been shown that 2 years off the hills I'll need to slow my pace down if I want to maintain it. Everything so far has been going great, and the anxiety and nerves that I had last night before I set off, they disappeared within 5 minutes. I just felt so at home back on the mountain. I absolutely love it, and when there's conditions like this, it doesn't get any better. This is probably the best return that I could have wished for. So I'm going to conserve my breath for breathing, and I'll do a bit more talking when I'm further up. Oh, this is a good feeling though. Don't feel sorry for me. So I thought I better stop here because I'm at 770 metres mark, and I thought if I keep on going I'm going to get to the top and not having stopped and spoke to people. As you can see, I'm now in this absolute whiteout conditions. The hill is actually really busy. I mean, there's at least 8 people ahead of me now. There's just been a steady stream of people coming up. I've seen the first 2 people coming back down, so I think that's us starting to get to that point where people are starting to hit the top of the hill. I would try and show you some views, but there is nothing, absolutely nothing up here at the moment. This kind of snow flurry is just coming in, but it feels phenomenal to be back out on the hills. Like I keep saying, 2 years, it's been over 2 years since I've been on the hills, and that's just been a multitude of reasons. The main reasons being just my last video was the end. I recorded at the end of 2023, released at the start of 2024, and at that point I kind of drove myself to get up onto the hills, and I just kind of, I don't know, I just didn't have the drive after that. I just lost it. And then I was working on my own back garden, i.e. the cost of doing your garden, getting somebody in to do it was just astronomical. So my wife's going to kill me for talking about this because she's heard about it for nothing about the last 2 or 3 years. So I've landscaped my own garden. It's 98% done, 99% done. I've just got a couple of slabs to do. But last year as well, I spent a lot of the time doing that. And then again, my mental health just took a dip, and I know we hear it all the time, but I just had no drive. Thankfully, I went to the doctors and I got that addressed, and yeah, it's taken time. It's taken work myself to get myself back to a better headspace and back to being who I want to be. It sounds daft, but things like anybody who knows me or who's tried to follow me on Instagram, things like that, will see that I was on Instagram, then I was off, and then I was on, and then I was off, because I had this idea that I wanted to build it and run it a certain way. But I'm a person who, if I go on Instagram, I jump down that rabbit hole and I just get sucked into it, and I just end up doom scrolling, and I just hate it. So I'm just like, I have to take myself away from it. So I've done that, and those kind of things, comparing yourself constantly. Why can't I have the drive to go out on the hills? Why can't I have the drive to lose weight? How come they've got money to buy that piece of kit, etc.? It's just all that comparison just absolutely drained me. So I'm like, nope, I'm done with it. And another incident happened last year. I'm not going to talk about it just now. I will address it later on, but it absolutely shook our family unit, and it was horrible. Well, I'm not keeping you suspense. It's not like a big massive thing in terms of all that kind of stuff. I just want to get it out there. But we lost our youngest dog, Harris. Yeah, I'll talk about it on another one. I don't want us to be all doom and gloom, because this is the whole thing about this, is getting out here and just going, just unload all this stuff and just enjoy this hill. I can just see some people up there now. But yeah, without running a risk of getting to the top and not having divulged where I've been for the last couple of years, I just wanted to stop and just talk and and this is why I do this, to get out here and just unload everything. And it's absolutely phenomenal, and it blows my mind that I've allowed myself not to do it for 2 years. It's tough though. If you know what I'm talking about, if you're experiencing it, it is tough. So I absolutely sympathise with you, and if you are experiencing it, you're not alone. There is ways, and just keep going. You will get it. You will get out there. Just be who you want to be. All that kind of stuff. It's all cliche, but it works. Right, before I cool off anymore, I am going to pack this GoPro away. Hopefully this battery likes the cold a wee bit more, and head on up. Let's push on. So I just stopped there. I'm at 950 metres. I stopped about the 850 mark. I should have put them on a lot sooner, but I stopped to put on my crampons. I thought I was getting away with it, but then the further I got up, the steeper it got. I was like, yeah, you should have had them on a lot sooner. So they're on. What a difference. But I knew this. It's just been out of the game for so long, and you think you'll get away with it, and you forget what 5 minutes of sitting down and putting your crampons will do in terms of how much they'll improve your stability. Who knew? Who knew? So like I say, 950 odd metres now. There's a little crest, the southern summit's about 998, so I've got 50 metres in height to go to get to that point, and then about 400 metres after that we should get to the summit of Ben Challum. It is complete whiteout conditions here. I mean, it's just, I've got about 15-20 metres worth of view in front of me, but wow. And I've realised quickly that I am not anywhere near as fit as what I thought I was. Even at the start of this hill, coming up, I was full of energy and all that, and now I'm doing like 40-50 metres and then stopping, getting some food on board and then pushing on. It's just yeah, it's all a learning curve. Well, let's crack on and get this one in the bag. So that right there is the summit of Ben Challum, 1025 metres. There is zero views up here. It's like complete whiteout. There's a lot of people on the hill today. It's now just gone 1 o'clock, so I set off just before 9 o'clock, so 4 hours. Stopped to do some drone stuff, some messing around, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I reckon in winter conditions, not messing about, you could be up here in about 3 hours. I was starting to flag coming up that last bit. You go to the south top, it's about 998 metres, you drop down a couple of metres and then you're back up again. And on that climb up, I was flagging. I'm not even going to lie, I was like, this is, yep, my hip flexors are feeling it. I've not done anything like this for such a long time, so yeah, get back out hitting the trails, running, and just build that up again. That is Munro number 28 for me now. So I thought I had a lot more in the bag, but no, 28. So just the, what's that, 254 to go, something like that. Yeah. It just feels so good to get another one in the bag, so good to be back out in the hills, and it feels like home. I know I've said that, but it just feels like this is where I love being, and you can just dump a load of mental baggage on here. On the way up, I did get stopped by someone. I say stopped, someone overtook me. Pretty much a lot of people, and the guy spoke to me. He said, I think I know your face. Okay, YouTube, yep. And so he did say, I've not seen you for a while, clearly, because I've not been on for about 2 years now, posting anything. And he did say, lucky you never unsubscribed. So Richard, good to meet you, mate. Good that you got this one in the bag. I don't know if you've done it before or not, but it's good to meet you. And yeah, I'll get some more hills for you. But and I also took a wee video of Richard and that walking away, so not in a creepy way, just like, Richard, I'll put it up now, this is you and your two mates on the way back down. all I need to do now is I'm going to pack everything away, because like I say, 1 o'clock now, I've got about 2 hours of decent sunlight. I'm going to say decent sunlight, decent daylight to get back down off this hill. And yeah, I'm just going to throw some nuts and chocolate and whatnot down me, get some water on board, and just off this hill. Just, yep, absolutely brilliant. It just feels so good to be back out. And yeah, I'll see if I can cobble some kind of vlog together for this. But if you've been subscribed to the channel, thanks for holding on all these years and not unsubscribing. Like I say, I am back in a mental state, back in a better mental state, and yeah, I'm going to push through a lot more Munros in 2026. I can just feel it. I just know this is where I like to be. And yeah, and I'll go over, touch on things again in depth, like I discussed on the way up about where I've been for the last 2 years. I'm now starting to waffle a little bit because it's been so long and I don't know how to chill these things out and end them. But until next time, I'll see you on the next one, and that's been Challum, Munro number 28 in the bag.